Welcome. I'm Lena with Bandit Sunset Crafts Living, and thank you for joining me this evening or whenever you happen to be watching it. I'm glad you're coming to see my videos. Please like and subscribe. That way you get notified when I post something new, as well as you can visit my website and see my blog as well at banditsunsetcrafts.com. Love to see you there as well. Today we're going to talk about Buttercream Luxe Craft Rainbow Boucle yarn. And this is a yarn that I've used quite a bit. I have it in several colors. I had every intention of making a blanket out of it, so I bought 3 skeins of the rainbow color, which I have several items I will show you. It is a medium weight yarn, number 4. It also is acrylic and comes in 621 yards just in one skein. I know my skein looks crazy. I've had it for a while. This color is Palomino. They also have a variety of different colors. The one that I've used is rainbow. There's this one. There's also a black, white, and gray one that's variegated. Then there's also one that's rose, kind of a hot pink, light red, gray, blues, and blacks. It's prettier than it sounds. Actually, I have a cape made out of that one. And I'm going to show you that next time. Also, I have made quite a few items out of this, and I haven't even finished one skein. So for these projects, I used the rainbow skein, and I finished 4 hats and a shawl, and I still haven't dented the ball yet. I still have more left. So I'm going to show you the hats. These were made with a favorite book of mine. But here's the hat. This is just stocking net. And look at that beautiful color. It's got some oranges, reds, blacks, kind of a little bit of a purpley, even some yellow, golden colors, and some blacks, and also some navy blue in there. This one it's a little shorter hat, but look, it's black. It's got the navy blue, kind of the green colors, the goldens, and then it goes back to green, navy blue, and then there's a bit of the purple at the top. And that looks dramatically different from the other hat. Put them both up at the same time. And then my third hat. And this one, look, he's got the greens, yellows, and oranges to reds. And it's kind of got the purple, the navy blue, and the black. And these are all from the same skein. Look at that. And yet you still have dramatically different hats. And the 4th one even looked even different than these ones. They all look completely different. And I enjoyed making them. I loved finding out how the skein changed as I went through the hats. And I loved how all of them look completely different. They look like variations on sunsets that you can find, because I've seen sunsets here that look like this. This one looks like it'd be over a lake or something, or in the mountains with a little bit of sun peeking out in the trees. So I enjoyed that. And then I noticed that I'd made 4 hats and I still had this huge skein left. So I started making a shawl. And what I did is I started, it's a basic triangle shawl. Started with 3 stitches and then I just increased as I went. And I'm going to show you how that went. So here's the end. I'm just going to very slowly show you the variations that you can see as you cross. Sorry, making it so I can move it from the other side. Because I'm right in the middle now. And I don't think I have arms long enough to get you to the full corner. And then we're draping off. And so I have this beautiful, beautiful variegated shawl that has every color in the rainbow. And it's absolutely beautiful. I wear it a lot with all colors, really. You can match it with almost anything. Any neutral shade, you can easily match it. So that's me in the shawl. We can show it. Just some of the variation. And then I can pick almost any hat. The black is really up in the front in this one, but then you have all the colors in the back. So if I turn, you'll start to see all the different colors along the top of the hat. It's a really lovely hat, and it's very comfortable. It's nice and lightweight. One of the things that I have noticed about this yarn is that with a circular scarf that I made, it does grow quite a bit. So just watch what you're making out of it. Because in a circular shawl, scarf, it didn't matter if it grew to me. It also doesn't really matter if it grows as a shawl. It'll just be longer or wider. But if you're making a fitted sweater, do pay attention to that fact, because your sweater might be... Hi, Mac. Hi, Mac. He wanted to join in. Your fitted sweater may turn out a little different than you expected because the yarn does grow pretty well. Especially if you get it wet or you pull on it. So that's something you should at least pay attention to. It does not work well as tassels because when you cut the yarn, it spreads out. So, but it does make it easy to weave in and hide in your shawl because you're... Hi. It does make it easy to hide the ends, and they won't peek out as easily because this yarn is variegated, but it also... I don't know if you can see that. Mac, don't steal it. Downside of having dogs, sometimes they steal your yarn. And Mac hasn't learned not to do that. So you can tell it's thick and thin in places. And it does have a lot of variation to it. It does give a lot of texture. You can see some texture even in this. But it is absolutely amazing colors. So there is a color that's blues and greens, kind of like water, shades of water. There is one that's browns and blacks. There's a skein that is, of course, the rainbow, like this one, with blacks mixed in. There's one that is also a lot of purples, and you have a lot of variation and different colors that you have options to buy. And the whole skein, well, I think it's 10, like $8.99 to 10 if you buy a skein. I bought it on sale, so it was $4.97. This yarn can be found at Joann's and is one of their popular yarns that they have every year. And I've made a lot of objects out of it, and I've really enjoyed making stuff. I enjoy the way the texture. It's more of a textured, fluffy yarn. It's not as soft as some of the other ones that I work with, like the Pipsqueak. It's not as soft, but it's also a lighter weight. And you get a really good stitch definition. And so here I'll show you what I was talking about with the end. See how it just kind of unravels? So if I do have an end, I tie it, and that helps it not to unravel. And then I weave it in to my project. And if you leave a few ties in it, it does really make it so it doesn't unravel as easily. So I always tie off a little bit, and you can tell, even though I put a knot in there, you can't even tell where I put a knot because the yarn's so textured. It really is spun, so it's around a common thread in the middle, and then it kind of fluffs off. I don't know if you can see that, but oh, there you go. Yeah, you can. And so it makes this beautiful textures. I would really suggest, I have two dogs playing over here. They're deciding they want to be part of the video. So if you're hearing wrestling, you know what it is. I would suggest this yarn. You get a lot of yarn for the money that you spend, and it'll last you quite a while. You'll be able to make a lot with it. So if you have bigger projects like blankets that you want to make, this will go a long ways. So enjoy. I hope you like this yarn and that you get to explore and try it out for yourself. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.